Welcome back with another interview today. One of the longest standing members of the community, Robbie, epicdudeguy. Welcome. Glad you're here.
Hello. Glad to be here.
So, the first question I was asked is more on the casual side. That is, do you still remember the first time you played Prince of Persia or came in contact with the series, like your first memories, kind of?
Yeah, I started out with Warrior Within, funnily enough. That was the first Prince of Persia game I played. It was on the GameCube. And yeah, I remember it fondly. It's very fun to play, and it took me a while to complete, actually, because you have the thing in Warrior Within where you get stuck, and then you don't know which time you have to go and where you have to go and stuff. So it took me like a year to complete or something, because other games coming in between. But yeah, I thought the story was really cool and it was good times.
Okay, so did you follow up that playthrough with the other games from the Sands trilogy, or?
Yeah, I think I then got, because I got Warrior Within on when it came out, basically, and then I got Two Thrones when it came out, and then later I at some point played Sands of Time. But I don't know why I didn't play that earlier. But yeah, I played the trilogy basically, and then I also got 2K8 when that came out, and Forgotten Sands. And I think I only played Forgotten Sands after speedrunning already.
Right.
So yeah.
Right, okay. So you're also more on the modern side of the Prince of Persia series.
Yeah.
At least before you started speedrunning, you were.
Yeah. Never really played the classics. Well, PoP3D, but is that really a video game?
But the question. Right, so eventually it was around 2015 that you joined the community.
Yeah.
Was that also when you first discovered speedrunning and the Prince of Persia speedruns, or did that happen even before you joined the Skype group back then?
Yeah, and it was around the same time, I would say. I got into speedrunning through Pokemon with the Worster playing Crystal or something on Twitch. It's like, oh, this is a thing. And then after watching GDQ or something, I was looking to maybe get into it myself. So I played like Legend of Korra, tried to speedrun that. And then Rise, like all these weird games. And then I wanted to look more into a community. So I was browsing the channels on speedrun.com, like that was a thing, or I don't know if that's still a thing, but and then I saw Joe playing Sense of Time, and I was like, oh, Prince of Persia, that's a cool series. I'll check that out. And that was, just when zipping was discovered, so it was a great time to enter. Yeah, that's kind of how I got involved.
Right. So you started with Sense of Time when it comes to Prince of Persia speedrunning.
Yeah.
But you are one of the people who has the most pop speedruns on record. Like, I think all the modern ones, right? As well as 3D.
Yeah.
Any obscure intermediate games I've missed? Battles of Prince of Persia?
PSP.
Right, TFS PSP, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
Right.
All the 3D ones, yeah.
And I guess Pop 3D Arabian Nights, like the Dreamcast version.
Yeah.
If you want to count it as a separate entry.
Yeah.
So it's quite the catalog you have to offer.
Yeah, I guess I just started with Sense of Time, and then the conversion to Warrior Within and Two Thrones is pretty natural, because if you already know zipping, then you can zip in those games as well. And then zipless became a thing. Yeah, and then at some point you just play all of the games because they're fun.
Yeah. And I want us to say that you're also one of the people from a community who has found like an absurd amount of skips or glitches. Really, at least I remember whenever I was like, there's this weird thing that happened, can you please have a look at it? And you're like, yeah, okay, this is how this works, here's a setup.
Yeah. I do like setups,
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so out of all the runs you know or have run at some point, what would you say is your favorite game and or category from the series to run?
I think it would have to be Sense of Time Zipless. It's just, we put so much effort into that run. It's crazy how it's progressed over the years. It's just, and the run is really well balanced, I think, from like anyone who has maybe played Sense of Time for themselves like once, they could watch the run and really be impressed by it. I think, the other games might have, like War Within is probably too complicated to understand. It's just a really nice run. So that's why I submitted it to ESA.
Oh, did you?
It's just it's so good.
So, maybe a good follow-up question would be: do you have a favorite? Well, maybe not favorite, but like top 3, top 5 techniques or skips from the Prince of Persia series, no matter whether you found them or somebody else did.
Techniques. Well,
Or techniques,
really
glitches, skips, whatever comes to mind, really.
The first person glitch was it's really fun to me, like the story behind it. Mm-hmm. Joe messing around, and then we thought, oh, this is useless, and then we clipped with it. Like, so it took a really long time to actually make use of it, and then it became like one of the best glitches for Sense of Time. So that's definitely up there. What else do we have? I guess the menu glitch in War Within and the Two Thrones is kind of funny because we knew about the menu glitch existing for a while, but we always thought of it as just annoying. But then Matt came along and actually made use of it, and it was pretty damn useful.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one. And then, what other techniques do we even have? Maybe like more an obscure technique. I guess the Pop 3D clipping is really funny. Just slide off a ledge and then you're out of bounds.
Yeah. Okay, so how about you try to recall a memory related to pop speedrunning that you hold dear, or that when you think back, you're like, oh, this was really cool that this happened and I was part of it or something? It's a difficult question, I know.
A long time. I guess the races we had, actually. Like I guess I should specify, Toka and I, we did a lot of racing in Sense of Time Zipless, because I picked it up when Toka was already pretty good at it. So he kept beating me until I at some point beat him sometimes.
Yeah.
And then we became quite, we could really challenge each other. And it was a really fun period. It was like a lot of races, a lot of speedrunning in that time. And then we also did the ESA race, which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, during that time, I think also due to the races, we did trade world record back and forth a few times.
Yeah, must have, yeah.
Yeah. Also really pushed down the game to its limits with the techniques and skips we had.
Yeah. And it was pretty scuffed back then. I think we still had like rewind tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them. I don't know. Yeah, that was a really good time. 2016.
Could it be that we are old, maybe?
Yes.
Damn.
I think so.
Okay, so maybe as a final question, what other games do you speedrun, or what other communities are you active in terms of speedrunning?
There's the Tomb Raider community. I'm not really that active in the community, but I do. I did speedruns of Tomb Raider 2013, which is actually also a really nice run, I think. And what else is there? I mean, the Pokemon community is huge, but I guess you could say there's like a Sapphire community within that I also had a big part in, and it was a lot of fun exploring that. So yeah, I would say those. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a bunch of other communities as well, but don't have to name them all.
Please make a detailed list we can go through
Yes.
for 30 minutes. Right, okay. So with this, we are at the 10-minute mark. I hope whoever's in Orga right now is ready, setting up the next run. Don't have time. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Robbie.
Good luck.
So yeah, thanks a lot, Robbie, for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And next up is a run, I hope. Maybe.